No one's gonna lay there and let you pour water on him. Something's gonna happen. Dude, if you don't think there's gonna be a meeting with Dana tomorrow, you got another f***ing coming.
Alex, could you please close the door? Diego's trying to sleep.
No more joking around. Look, there's people that legitimately hate each other in this house.
At 7 o'clock in the morning, my cell phone starts ringing. It's my secretary, and she says there was a fight at the house. That a fight broke out and somebody got hurt. You know, it was very serious. I drive right down to the training center. I find out that Bobby Southworth, Josh Koscheck, and Chris Lieben got into a fight. And we start figuring out exactly how we're going to handle the situation.
We need a mop. Never gonna come out.
There was drops of blood all over the house. It was just like a crime scene. There was just blood everywhere.
Being awesome, you know, last night, everybody was having a good time. Everything was cool, to all of a sudden, some people just couldn't control. You know, they were acting like little kids, and they just ruined it for everybody.
You know what I said? What happened?
You just said, like, he was a selfish, fatherless bastard or something.
I'm not the type of person that's going to just turn around and insult somebody for no reason. What happens when Chris does not have the upper hand, he starts crying like a little baby.
I said something to him, and I just broke him down. That's right. I remember that.
Who was up at the time last night when it happened?
Just me and Mommy. We were sitting in the back chilling, and I was like, yeah. And the rest went down.
We did it. It was bad judgment. So what? You know, we did it. He didn't have to flip out. I didn't tell him to break the window, kick the door down.
What's going to be next if they keep him? You know what I mean?
I think it's bull. If he stays on, I think it's bull.
Obviously, I don't want to eliminate Chris. He's one of my best guys.
I don't think Chris is that bad a kid, man.
No, I don't think
he's got. I mean, he's got some issues, but who doesn't?
No, I agree.
We're a bunch of fighters. I mean, sorry, a lot of us have issues. It's just the way we are.
I don't disagree with that.
Built.
I think the worst is Bobby Southworth, by far.
He's a decent fighter, but it's his attitude.
Where is he getting this attitude?
I've had it up to here with Bobby Southworth.
It seems like every time in any kind of a group situation with him, he's got an attitude about something.
Well, why don't we bring them in and we'll listen to both stories, and then we'll make a decision.
We're in trouble.
I feel like I'm Ricochet. Principal's office right now. I wonder how many detentions I'm gonna get.
He's got to control his emotions. I mean, bottom line is he's a grown man.
When he went to the hospital, I was like, what a retard, you know? He skitzed out. He couldn't handle the pressure. Bottom line is I'm not going to regret it.
Yeah, it's good luck. We'll let you know how it goes. Maybe we'll see it, maybe we won't.
All right, gentlemen.
Me and Nate actually stayed at a different house that night. It's probably a smart idea, because I wouldn't have been pouring water on him in his sleep. I'll tell you that right now.
Now it's the morning, and it's time to pay the piper. We need to go see the powers that be, tell our side of the story, and let justice prevail.
Me and Bobby know what was in store for us, but I basically told Bobby that, you know, whatever happens, happens. They want to kick us off the show, they're going to kick us off the show.
Kind of a precarious situation. If your friend has done the right thing, you back him up. So if Chris Lieben is told to go, then I'm going to go with him.
Sit right here.
Yep. Get the gear.
What did the doctor tell you, Chris?
He said I can punch with it because there's no stitches, because they took it clean off.
But the knuckle itself is intact. It's not broken.
I know you fight with it broken. Jesus Christ. Let me see it. I'd fight with that.
It's missing the skin.
It's just the skin.
It's just skin. It looks ugly, you know, but it's just...
Yeah.
So let's hear the story. What happened?
What I recall, Bobby started yelling just horrible, horrible things at Chris.
God, talk, you fatherless bastard. Just shut your mouth.
I don't want to live in a house where somebody can treat me like that.
and I can't bash their head in. So I talked to Nate for a while. I said, yo, I'm just gonna sleep out here.
Then I went to bed, and at this point, this is when Bobby and Koscheck
start squirting me with the hose. Laughing their ass off after he just was trying to apologize to me. It was about 30 seconds there where I snapped.
Chris, back in there.
And I apologize 100%. I know I shouldn't have punched through a window. No doubt. I know I shouldn't have kicked through a door. That's me. Shouldn't have done it.
You guys got anything else you want to say, or is that it?
I'm just backing up Chris 100%. I believe he was in the right the entire time. I would have done the same thing for a lot less.
We will talk to those two, too, and we'll have a decision by the end of the day. Later, boys.
I think Nate and Chris basically told it like it was. Bobby and Josh were wrong, but at the same time, you're gonna blow a huge opportunity like this because of something that Bobby Southworth says to you. I think that's where Chris really needs to grow up.
From what I understand, I mean, Levin had been messing with people the whole time. You know, it's no surprise that they were doing that to him, but his bad judgment caused problems that don't need to be caused.
I went back and sat in a different room for a while. I didn't know, am I getting kicked off the show? Or am I gonna have to live with them and become the Ultimate Fighter?
Seeing the type of person that Bobby is, I can guarantee you, when he's in these meetings, he's trying to come off as the good guy. He is so transparent in all of his dealings, it's just ridiculous.
What happened? We got back and we were all hanging out, and me and Chris, Chris said something that pissed me off, and I came back and then I did try to apologize to him afterwards, and there was no consoling him.
Oh, wait, I'm gonna go have a chew. I'm gonna go have a chew. Chris, leave it.
I'm sorry what I said. Sorry.
And we kept drinking, we were just looking for something to do. We're gonna go try to wet the ground around him. We never actually got to the point of spraying water on him because Chris kind of woke up. And he just got really angry and damaged himself and damaged the house.
That's it? That's the story?
Pretty much.
So I would like to hear what he said to you. Got you so fired up?
We've been trying to figure that out.
But you can't remember what it was? You were that pissed off about it, but you can't remember what it was?
I was drunk. I mean, there's a lot of the night we've been trying to piece back together.
Yeah, we definitely might have been in the wrong. I don't know, but...
We're not denying it was bad timing to play a prank on Chris.
But the fact of the matter is that he threatened my life and Bobby's life.
He was already trying to stay away from you guys. That's why he was out in the front yard sleeping, because he was trying to get away from you guys. Right?
Like we said, it was bad timing.
All right, boys. We're going to make a decision by the end of the day. All right?
Sorry to keep you out of bed.
Bobby and Josh, I don't think they lied. I think they were so faced. When you're that drunk, you start to piece the night back together. You kind of put it together in your favor, too.
This is a tough one, man.
They pushed it too far. That's just.
But I can tell you this, too.
But then again, it is true. I mean, he dishes it out a lot.
That first week, pissing in the bed and the whole thing, he was going to be held accountable.
You're talking about a kid that had already gone and pissed on someone's bed. You're going to throw pranks out at people. You damn well better be able to take it.
It's like romper around, man.
After, like you said, they had a face-to-face confrontation. That's not the time to pull a prank on somebody.
They knew they had him.
Yeah.
They knew they had him.
Are we going to watch footage?
I say that's what we do now. I say we look at the tape and see what happened.
Guys. You're sorry existence? Don't talk fatherless bastard. Just shut your mouth.
I just don't understand what decision there is to make. I mean, we didn't break any rules.
I didn't break any.
And we didn't destroy the house. And Randy's just sitting there trying to defend a psychopath. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, dude,
He's a time bomb, dude. And what's going to be next?
Thank you. Probably going to keep him.
I can't believe that they keep him after this. This is a joke, dude. It's Randy picking his guy to win it, the whole thing.
It's not even a competition anymore. We're just punching bags. That's what I feel.
Dana, Chuck, Randy was like trying to like defend him like he's like some angel.
Maybe I'm just trying to play devil's advocate, but Chris was trying to distance himself from the situation by going outside, and I shouldn't have gone and bothered him.
Point is, Chris likes to dish it out, but he can't really take it. Now, should Bob and Koscheck go and spray water near Chris when he's trying to sleep outside because everybody inside was making him crazy? No.
After seeing the footage, it was obvious to us that Bobby went and tried to apologize to Chris, but he should have just left it at that, but he couldn't. He had to take it one step further.
It's poor sense to go back out there and dump a hose on him.
I mean, you got to know when to let it go. You know?
But they obviously didn't.
Yeah.
And they can, you know, they were drunk too. I don't think you can kick him off the show for that. Chris definitely lost it.
This was such a serious issue that I had to call Lorenzo Fertitta, one of the owners of the UFC, to come in and help me go through this stuff. I mean, there's a possibility that 3 of the best fighters on the show can be kicked off right now.
Bottom line is we came here to see who could be a great fighter. The fight outside the octagon, then you're done.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a no question.
I mean, they walked right up to the line. They didn't cross it, but they walked right up to it.
They take the alcohol out and tell these guys they need to act like professional athletes. You pay for whatever you break.
So that's it? They pay for the damage and no alcohol?
What else do you think they should do?
I think these coaches should come up with something on what they're going to do to these guys. Something that's teamwork, and that'll just break them, where they have to do it together or they'll completely break.
You guys come up with something, think about it.
I wasn't very convinced that these guys can get along for the next 4 weeks, and we're not going to have a worse incident than we've already had in the house. And so we decided Josh and Chris are in the same weight class, they're on opposite teams. Let's have them fight. We called Bobby, Josh, and Chris back to the gym to let them know what our decision was. And basically, this is a fight show. This isn't one of those shows where, oh, we're going to gang up on him and vote him off the show. The way you get eliminated from this show is by fighting.
All right, guys. Instead of light heavyweight challenge this week, you and Lee fight. Is that all right with you? And I can solve the whole problem. Just send him home.
Weigh-ins Tuesday, fight Wednesday. It's on.
It's the best thing you could have told me.
Send him home. Send him home, and you don't have to deal with him anymore.
It's something that everybody wants to see, so let's do it.
I want to win the fight. You know, if I have to hurt him in the process, then so be it. He gets hurt.
I can't believe he told me that. I'm going to get my redemption. I'm going to be able to get Josh back. I'm going to be able to crush his skull in and not go to jail for it.
Coming up on the next episode of The Ultimate Fighter, Levin versus Koscheck is on, and the two enemies prepare for battle. Chris is out for blood as he vows to make Josh pay for his disrespect.
I want to cripple him.
Josh promises to put Chris in his place once and for all.
The first 5 minutes is going to be hell. I can guarantee it.
Only one will survive and continue on their journey to become the next Ultimate Fighter.
You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Let's do it!